Dear students, today I am going to start chapter 8 quadrilaterals. First of all, we will understand what is the quadrilateral. A figure formed by joining 4 points in an order is called a quadrilateral, and no 3 points out of 4 are collinear. As you know, all know about triangles. In triangle we have three points, but only 2 points are collinear and rest of the points are non-collinear. Means only 2 points are lying on a line. Here also we have only 2 points on one line. For example, A and B or B and C, C and D and D and A, and no 3 points out of these 4 points, that is A, B, C, D are collinear. So a figure formed by joining 4 points in an order, here we have 4 points in an order are A, B, C, D, and we have joined all these points by the help of line segment, that is AB, BC, CD and DA. So the figure formed by joining these 4 points is called a quadrilateral. In quadrilateral A, B, C, D, we have 4 vertices. Points A, B, C and D are vertices of quadrilateral ABCD, and then the line segments AB, BC, CD and DA. These are the sides of quadrilateral ABCD. Then line segment AC and BD are the diagonals of quadrilateral ABCD. Then AB and CD side, and then AD and BC side, they are the opposite sides of quadrilateral ABCD. So the side opposite to AB is side DC, and similarly side AD and its opposite side is BC. Then angle A and angle B, here angle A and angle B, then angle B and angle C, then angle C and angle D, and then angle D and angle A. These are the consecutive angles of quadrilateral ABCD. Consecutive means the angles lying on the same line segment. For example, on line segment AB, we have 2 consecutive angles, that is angle A and angle B. Then angle A and angle C are opposite angles, opposite to each other. Similarly, angle B and D are opposite angles because they are opposite to each other. So AC and BD are opposite angles of quadrilateral ABCD. Then we come to know about angle sum property of quadrilateral. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D, the sum of all these 4 angles of quadrilateral ABCD is equal to 360. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. That is sum of all 4 angles of quadrilateral is 360 degree. This is called angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Now we will come to know about types of quadrilateral. First type of quadrilateral is parallelogram. A quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel is called a parallelogram. In quadrilateral ABCD, we have AB is parallel to DC, and similarly BC is parallel to AD. So opposite sides are parallel and equal also. AB is equal to DC and BC is equal to AD. So opposite sides of parallelogram are equal and parallel. So therefore a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are equal and parallel is called a parallelogram. In the coming section of this chapter, we will learn the properties related to parallelogram. Next is rhombus. A parallelogram having all sides equal is a rhombus. It means rhombus has all the sides equal as well as opposite sides parallel also, because we have written here it is a parallelogram. So in rhombus A, B, C, D, we have all the sides equal. AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. And opposite sides, that is AB is parallel to DC, and similarly AD is parallel to BC. So opposite sides are parallel and all sides are equal in rhombus. Now next comes rectangle. A parallelogram. Again a parallelogram. It's a type of parallelogram. It means opposite sides are parallel but each angle is equal to 90 degrees. So it is called a rectangle. So in rectangle A, B, C, D, we have all the angles. Angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to angle D is equal to 90 degree. And opposite sides AB is parallel to DC and similarly AD is parallel to BC. And opposite sides, because it is a parallelogram, so opposite sides are equal also. Next comes square. It is a type of rectangle but having all sides equal is called a square. In square we have all four sides equal and all the four angles are equal to 90 degree. And it means angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to angle D is 90 degree, and all the sides AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. So it is called a square. Next comes trapezium. A quadrilateral having exactly one pair of parallel side is called a trapezium. In trapezium A, B, C, D, we have AB is parallel to DC. Only one pair of side is parallel. Then comes isosceles trapezium. A trapezium having non-parallel sides are equal is called an isosceles trapezium. ABCD is a trapezium, so AB is parallel to DC. But non-parallel sides, that is AD and BC, are equal. If these non-parallel sides are equal, then it is called isosceles trapezium. Then comes kite. A quadrilateral in which two pair of adjacent sides are equal is called kite. Here we have A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. In this quadrilateral we have adjacent sides equal. AB is equal to AD. These are adjacent sides. Similarly, B, C and C, D are adjacent sides which are also equal. It means we have two pair of adjacent sides which are equal. So it is called a kite. Now the one most important thing to be remembered is a square, rectangle and rhombus. All are parallelograms, but kite and trapezium are not parallelograms. As you can see, in kite we don't have any side parallel, and in trapezium we have only one pair of side is parallel, whereas in parallelogram we have two pair of sides are given parallel. So therefore square, rectangle and rhombus are parallelograms, but kite and trapeziums are not parallelograms. So students, in next video we will start the theorems related to parallelograms.